Good morning and welcome to your first yoga flow. Make sure you have your block, get on your mat, on your knees, and we'll start with knees apart wider than hip width, chest down, extend arms out. Balasana, child's pose. Start to notice your breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale out of your mouth. Then start to inhale and exhale out of your nose. Ujjayi pranayama. Walk your hands over to the right side, reaching with the left palm. Breathe into left side body. And then walk your hands over to the left side, reaching with your right palm. Breathing into right side body. Slowly come back to center. Balasana, child's pose. Come to a tabletop position. And we'll start with pressing the ground away. Feel the protraction of our shoulder blades like you're holding up the world. Press the ground away, activating the shoulders, making sure we stay safe. And Durga Go, cat cow. Inhale, dropping your belly. Exhale, rounding your spine, gazing in between your legs. Tuck your pelvis. Inhale. Fill up, exhale, round your spine for cat. And go at your own pace. My breath capacity will be different from yours. So you might not move exactly at the same timing, and that is totally okay, because this is your practice. Puppy pose, chest down, extend arms out. I like to tent up my fingers. Tent up my fingers meaning finger pads to the ground. And my hips are above my knees. Mouth or chin to the ground if it's comfortable. Really open up front side body here. We're going to stay low to the ground. Inhale, your right arm high. And as you exhale, thread underneath and twist. Keep your hips high, head heavy. Extend your left leg out. Heel is the furthest point out, toes slightly in. You have the option to take a bind. And breathe. Release, unwind. Back to your tabletop. This time left arm high and thread underneath. This time right leg extends to the side. This is totally optional. If it's too much on the knees, and you don't have to extend the leg. And right arm behind the back for your bind. Unwind, come back to center. Now, you can move slowly. There's no need to move quickly through this. Find your first high plank. We're going for strength. Belly in, shoulders stacked over wrists, heels stacked over toes. And then press back into down dog. This is the perfect length for your down dog. From plank, and then without moving your hands or your feet, hips lift. Pedal out, or you can find stillness in your down dog. Press up high into your toes. Bend your knees, bear pose, core strong. Step to the top. Feet are hip width apart. Hip width meaning 2 fist distance. Make fists with your hands. Place them in between your feet. Grab opposite elbow. Start to sway side to side. Grab your block. Now you have the option, different levels here. First, second, and third level. Find what works for you and your body. Place your right hand on the block and place it in line with your right foot. Start to twist, left arm up. You can gaze up or you can gaze down. You're reaching through the fingertips. Turn your thumb towards the back, going for the bind. Keep your knees bent for this one. Release, and other side. Left hand on the block and in line with your left foot. Knees bent, right arm high for your twist. Inhale, going for the bind. Tuck your hand into the hip crease, totally optional for that. And release. You can keep the block handy if you'd like for your inhales, half lift, and exhales, forward fold. So you can see my hands on the block and my spine is long as I lift, but my gaze is down. Slowly roll up with a rounded spine. Inhale, arms high, palms touch, and flex your arms back. Roll back down. We'll do this a few times. Inhale, open up, and exhale. Go for spinal flexion, spinal flexibility. Inhale, exhale. Fluid movement here. One more time. And palms touch, hands to heart. Take this time to create an intention for yourself or a mantra. I like to use the mantra, I am strong, I am powerful, I am resilient. Let's flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right foot back, followed by your left. Option for the half plank. Knees down, but pelvis stays level. Top of a push-up to the bottom of a push-up. Elbows stay close to side body. Inhale, open up heart space, gaze forward for cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll do this flow a couple more times. Reset and neutralize in your downward facing dog. Press up high into your toes, bend your knees bare. Step up 1 foot at a time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll up. Your feet are hip width apart, by the way. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, rise up. Palms touch, hands to heart. And once again, inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. You may use your block or hands on your shins this time. See how my back is flat? Plant your palms. Step 1 foot back at a time. You can go half plank or full plank chaturanga. Chaturanga, top of a push-up to the bottom of a push-up. But this time, elbows stop at 90 degrees. Your shoulders do not go lower than your elbows this time. Inhale to cobra and exhale, down dog. One more time, bear pose, high on the toes. Spring forward, 1 foot at a time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Extend arms out. Maybe a tiny back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Press your palms together. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, high plank, option for half. You can try from full plank for strength. Elbows bend 90 degrees. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Lower your knees to the ground, untuck your toes. Balasana, child's pose. Take a little break. Reset, remind yourself of your intention. Anytime you have a pause, come back to your intention, your focus, and your why. Why do you show up? Snake it through into a low cobra. Heart is the furthest point out. Come back to down dog. Step right foot forward in between your legs. Runner's lunge. Check out my back heel. It's stacked over my toe. Back leg is lively. Grab your block, bend and straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Hamstring stretch. Use your breath. Lower your back knee down, untuck your toe. It should feel comfortable lifting your chest. Hands on top of your thigh, and then reach your arms up. Turn your pinkies towards the back of the room. Gaze is forward. Squeezing the glute of your back leg. Grab your block, shoot your hips back for half split. I will slide my heel forward so that my hip is stacked over my knee. I'm going for the hamstring stretch, but my spine is still long. If your spine is in line, everything else will follow. Flexed foot, engaging yogi toes. We'll do a dynamic exercise here. Come forward into a low lunge, knee going past your ankle, back into half split. If this is hard on your knee, you can place a blanket or some sort of padding. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, hips back. Feet together at the top of your mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hips low. Feet together this time. Toes touch. Thighs together. Everything is zipped up. Arms high, biceps by your ears. And rise. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. You have the option to lower into your chaturanga, tricep push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This time, step your left foot forward. Runner's lunge, same thing. Hamstring stretch, bend and straighten. Inhale, exhale. Using your block, bring the ground to you. Low lunge. Make sure you squeeze your right glute to make it safe for your hip. Arms up. And shoot your hips back for half split, sliding your left heel forward for Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. So you see how my hip is stacked over my knee. Spine is long. I'm using the block. Dynamic stretch here. Knee goes past your ankle. Exhale for your half split. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, half. If you want, I encourage you to close your eyes anytime you get to tune in and go inward. Go inward and retreat. You can do this as many times as you want, as long as it's safe for you. Step to the top of your mat. Make sure you use your core. Utkatasana, chair pose, or fierce pose. Thighs together, toes touch, feet together. And sit onto your glutes. Grab your block, slowly roll back. We're almost to the end here. Lift your hips and place your block on the second level height and place it directly underneath your tailbone. Pelvis is heavy. If that is not comfortable, change the level of the block or use no block at all. This is just to open up front side of the hips and windshield wipe legs side to side. This should feel good. If you feel any sort of searing pain, then your body's telling you to back off. Place the block on the first level directly underneath your pelvis, legs up the wall. Call this waterfall. Let the blood drain. Extending your left leg down, right knee in towards your chest. I like to open my knee to the side, my leg to the side for a hip opener. And you have the option for another hamstring stretch. You can grab back of your hamstring, calf, or grab big toe. Flex both feet here. Both feet stay activated. Lift your chest, shoulder blades off the ground. And release. Bring to the other side, left knee in towards your chest, open to the side. Little hip opener. Come back to center. And stamp your heel towards the sky. Flex feet. Option again, grab toe, calf, or hamstring. Shoulder blades off the ground, core tight. And release. You have the option to keep the block underneath you. You also have the option of removing the block completely. I like to keep the block underneath me for a few moments to open up my front side. We're always in a state of flexion. So opening up front side, expanding the front is very important to keep the body in equilibrium. Let's set up for Shavasana. This is the end of our practice. You can use the block as a pillow. Sometimes I like to use it to massage my neck. Feet out as wide as your mat and arms by your side. Palms up. I encourage you to do at least 3 minutes of Shavasana. You find the blank space, the bliss. No need to chase it necessarily, but to allow, to surrender to gravity, to be with yourself, and not really thinking about past or the future, but coming into the present moment. Just breathe. Normal breath. Take one deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly wake up the body. Full body stretch. Bend your knees and roll over onto your left or right side. Use your bicep as a pillow. With just enough strength, press through your palms. Get into a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. And thank yourself for showing up today, for moving powerfully, showing up for you and doing the work. It's not easy to be present, to be disciplined. Namaste.